Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing episode 2 or issue 2 of Mighty Morphin. Now this isn't too bad, but I'm going to try and put these out in order of how the comics are, because this one leads up straight after, I'm guessing, issue 1 of Power Rangers. So this issue isn't bad. We get more of kind of like Zordon, or one of Zordon's friends who used to be at Eltar, and I thought this was Zordon, but obviously it's not, because now looking at him he's got stuff on his face. But I generally thought at first, oh, this is Zordon. Why are they calling him by a different name? In this like sort of thing, they're talking about how they've got to protect other places, they've got to take it to another level, and Dark Spectre is the main bad guy in this, and you know, he's the big bad. He's going to be the big bad, I think, at the very end of either both issues, or at least Mighty Morphing at max. And it's not too bad. Like, you just see the many Zordons, but it kind of felt like this was something like from Ben 10, when you've got multiple different faces for like Alien X, or the two faces that are kind of in junction and arguing with each other. So I kind of thought of that, or especially like say a very high council in like the Marvel universe. In the previous issue of Power Rangers, the Omega Rangers broke in and kidnapped Lord Draken so that they could have them help him, etc, etc. And they damaged Alpha, and Zordon is now pissed. I've never seen Zordon this angry in any of the comics or anything. He is angry, and the way that he talks, like, first of all, he wants to tell people, hey, you're the Omega Rangers. The Omega Rangers are now wanted criminals, basically. Like, get them peacefully, grab them, hold them for like in contempt. And also, as soon as the Omega Ranger's there, he's going to strip them of his powers. This is not Zordon that I know. It feels like he's taken this whole grudge against him. Like, finally someone has stepped up and told him and said, no, you know, we're doing our own thing. And while everyone has turned around and listened to Zordon, that's the main thing. Someone's finally stood up to him. They've said, no, we're doing our own thing, and this is what you kind of get. And this is not too bad, but it feels like this is a different side to Zordon. So now if you cross Zordon in any sort of way, he'll come at you. That's pretty much it. He will come at you. For the next load of different things in this, like, you see everyone kind of discussing, and I feel like Aisha and maybe Adam as well are kind of more, they don't like the others. Like, you know, there's something like a bee in their bonnet. For some strange reason, there is something wrong, and you know, you can't put your finger on it. That's how I kind of feel from this. And I don't know if I'm liking the characters that much. Now, we come to the juice bar, and Skull is training for the first time ever, and well, that we've seen, because he thinks his girlfriend Candace is cheating on him, so he wants to fight the guy that she's effectively cheating on. And I like the fact that Bulk steps up because he sees how hurt Skull is. So he's like, you know, I'm going to help too. Like, we've got to stick together. And it's a really, really kind of nice element to this. Finster has made some new putties. We're talking like really powerful ones that aren't just the same ones that we normally get. You know, it's literally, one can break stuff in his teeth, one has massive claws, and one can fly and attack. And I like this, but Zed's he's annoyed. He doesn't want this, so he basically, I think, combines them together using the chaos energy, and he's sick and tired of seeing Finster's monsters that he makes normally, and that they just kind of like die down and break. So we jump into the next part, where this is the most interesting thing. The Rangers are at this music festival. They're going about their day. You know, they're having a bit of banter towards each other. Candace is running around, like scared from everything, and you're wondering why. Tommy and Kimberly are getting it together because they want to stop talking about the Omega Rangers for a little bit. All of a sudden, a new putty emerges, and it is infused with chaos energy. It's got a giant Z on its chest. It looks like Venom, basically. It looks like it could absolutely destroy everyone. And one thing I don't understand is, like, there are loads of people about, but the Rangers morph in plain sight. Normally they would hide or run off, and then they'd morph, so they're kind of giving away their identity. So, or not less, in this world, everyone knows they're Power Rangers to some degree. So as the Rangers go against this putty, it doesn't kind of work. The Rangers get beaten. The new Green Ranger jumps in. He gets beaten as well, and he gets slapped about. Knowing this, you get a bit of comedy. I feel now that Rocky is the comic relief, the Red Ranger comic relief. Maybe the writers just want him that way. They're not that fond of him, but at the end of the day, he is the comic relief of this. And it's bad to see that, because I generally really like Rocky in this sort of comic. It feels like he's more wholesome than anything. But with the Green Ranger being beaten because it's green chaos energy, he's easily knocked down, and the Rangers are about to fight, but all of a sudden, every single person on the pier turns into a putty, into a Chaos Z putty. It's like, what the hell is going on this one? This is something completely different, and the Rangers are completely outmatched. They've used, on going back a little bit, they've used their weapons on this putty, and it doesn't work. So obviously Lord Zed's transformed everyone, or told them to wake up. So it's interesting though that putties are able to kind of influence a lot more. So yeah, everyone's kind of, all the putties are waiting to attack them and stuff like that. Now, to me, this issue isn't too bad. I kind of like the story. It's more of a progression. The progression was fine. I like the kind of twist at the end that everybody are putties, and that to me was the one thing that I was like, oh god damn, I can't wait it. But they're not just like the normal, I can't wait for it. Now, they're not just like normal putties, they're these chaos putties, so it's cool that these putties are going to actually destroy the Rangers. Are we going to see that the Omega Rangers? I doubt it, but you know, it'd be cool if the Omega Rangers come in, or we get some more people coming up. I think that this holds a lot more to it, and I can't wait to read the next issues. I have a feeling, like with Go-Go, that was my favorite one. I loved that. That to me was the better one. For me on this one, I've got a feeling that I'm going to enjoy Mighty Morphing a lot more than the Power Ranger comic, but I know that there's a load more coming out and stuff like that. So it's going to be very interesting. Are we going to get Rangers from other timelines jumping in, helping? Is this going to be a whole different thing? I don't know. I'm excited to kind of find out the journey, and kind of, I can wait a month to the next one. I know we're going to see previews, but I'm going to try and skip those. But for all this worth, this is a good comic. I would highly recommend it. The read is good, the story pacing is good, some characters have changed, which are okay. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this issue? Have you read it? Have you not? Are you okay with this? Do you kind of want it to end? Do you want to know who the Green Ranger is? Obviously we know who it is, but let me know down below in those comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.